right now is an individual who's responsible for all of this, and if it wasn't for her, this wouldn't be a possibility. As scary as that thought may be, joining me right now is Fizzing. How are you doing today?
I'm doing very well, thank you.
You're enjoying the night, right?
Certainly, yes. Everything is set. We've finished the show. The weather held on. So, yeah, we're quite happy.
So without a doubt, I gotta ask you, how much of effort did it take in like putting every fashion week together? And I would say this would be a tricky question for you. Is this one of the best nights ever for you?
Well, it is very fulfilling after every show, I must say. We do have a big team behind it, so nothing moves without them. And we're pretty much used to putting things like this together, but every season we challenge ourselves, I think. The pandemic brought its own challenges, and a set like this has its own challenges as well, but the result is spectacular, as you can see.
And I gotta ask you, what was your favorite designer collection for the evening today?
Well, I can't pick one because all of those designers work with us, and fair enough to say they were spectacular. And Darshi specifically, who did the finale collection, Indy, who did the same number of designs, they all stand in their own right per se.
Marvelous, Fazina. Have a good evening, and thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
Joining me right now is the fabulous Jackie. How are you doing today?
Oh, hi, thank you. Doing very well, thank you.
So how was this fashion week? How was it like, despite you attending other fashion weeks as well? Does this stand out the most?
What, in the setting today? It's very different. I really like it. It's lovely. Although I do remember 4 years ago, they had the similar setting, and that was also just as beautiful as this today.
So I got to ask you, what does fashion mean to you?
Fashion means, oh, a lot. I'm a woman. How can you ask me that question?
Well, with that said, I got to ask you, what can you tell me about your attire today?
I'm wearing Michael Kors, which is from America, right? And perfect setting to wear this dress.
Perfect, and thank you, Jackie. Have a good evening.
Okay, thank you very much.
Joining me right now is Akram and his lovely wife Shaman. How are you guys doing today?
Fine, it was a lovely show, beautiful setting, and everything Colombo in this light. I think it's a lovely show we had today.
So without a doubt you guys enjoyed, right? And I got to ask you, what does fashion mean to you?
Fashion is the expression of each one's individual style. So today we saw different designers showing their different styles and what people like, how they like to express themselves.
Was it today your first ever Colombo Fashion Week attendance?
No, I've been for all the Colombo Fashion Weeks over the years.
Oh,
yeah, this was fun.
Okay, so I gotta ask you, since it's all about fashion today, would you mind talking about your attire today?
I'm wearing a Sonali batik shirt and a Tag Heuer watch, which I sell, so it's fun.
And you, man?
Yes, I'm wearing I got it from India, so yeah.
Thank you, have a lovely evening as well.
Bye.
Sandhani and Nicole, how are you guys doing tonight?
Good, amazing. I'm super glad that I got to participate for this amazing fashion show. So yeah.
How was your night today?
It was pretty good. I think the whole setup here was pretty cool as well. So yeah, good experience.
I gotta ask you, since you guys are models, right? What did it feel like going up and down that ramp? It must have been, since you guys are models and you always want to be a model. How is that feeling right there?
Well, it's definitely not easy to deal with. That's one thing that I want to mention. It makes you very nervous. at the same time, for me personally, it makes me super excited as well, because I feel like when I'm walking on ramp, like I feel like I'm the only person. Like, I mean, I own this. Like, I feel like so. So it's a really good feeling at the same time, but it makes you super nervous. So yeah, it's, you know, it goes both ways, and I think it's a good experience. For sure.
Perfect. So I gotta ask you, since you guys wore outfit after outfit, I gotta ask you, what was your favorite?
I think mine was today's swimsuit that I wore. I think by Darshi, that was like my favorite. Yeah.
Same to you.
Oh, well, to be really honest, I got 3 outfits and I loved everything. Not gonna lie, I'm not even sugarcoating right now, but I loved everything.
Loved it all. That's the best way to go. Thank you. Thank you so much for joining us for today, and have a good evening.
You too. Thank you so much.
Joining me right now is the beautiful Stephanie. How are you doing tonight?
I'm doing wonderful. Thank you so much.
I guess it's not the won't come as a surprise, but you did enjoy your evening today, right?
Oh, I had an amazing time. The ambience, watching the sunset, and then the way the show started with the models coming in on the yacht for, I think it was Hamidiya's. It was gorgeous. And then, of course, the finale with Darshi. I mean, Darshi's collection's just out of this world, as always.
I guess this is the million-dollar question. What do you think about fashion and environmental theme coming together? And what do you think about the concept overall?
I think it is. I mean, now is the time to get into that, because, you know, climate change is a real issue. And it's so important that every industry in this world pays attention to it. And the fact that fashion, because, you know, fast fashion is something that's really destroying our environment, the world. And, you know, we have to leave this place and we have to look after it carefully for our kids, for your kids, you know, for your grandkids, mine too. And I think the fact that fashion is really putting an importance in sustainability is of the utmost importance. And I think it's so wonderful to see the designers taking that to heart and actually giving us sustainable fashion. It's so important.
And since tonight is the night to talk about fashion, I got to ask you about your attire tonight. What can you say about that?
I dress my feelings. I'm feeling a little vintage today.
Incredible. Thank you so much, Stephanie. Have a good evening.
Thank you.